Welcome back to the Pro Sports Podcasters on YouTube. My name is Cobe, and today I want to talk a little bit about where we're at with NFL All Day. And basically I decided it's about time people looked at the total situation and saw, where it's at, maybe where it's going, and are we satisfied? I'm going to answer all three questions. So let's talk about where it's at first. And that's, we've got weekly challenges with the challenge playbook. Fantastic, right? Some people have either been celebrating the fact that they've, gotten max packs, while others have been a little disappointed because they missed out on certain things, but that is the nature of challenges. We've seen what flash challenges look like in the past on this particular platform, and those of you who have come over from, say, UFC Strike or NBA Top Shot know that those flash challenges can be even worse when it comes to the preparation required in order to set yourself up to maybe complete them. With UFC Strike, basically you're looking ahead. What's the next big UFC event? Who's fighting in it? And do they have a moment on the platform? That's what you're looking for there. Then there could be a number of other factors that end up playing a role, but that's really all it's been about. There's very little excitement in that. It's not very interactive. You can do literally you can do all your homework way ahead of time. Things do change in UFC. It's one of those businesses where one injury changes the card and maybe things change as a result of that. But otherwise, it's pretty easy to predict and not that exciting. In NBA Top Shot, they had the original Flash Challenge system where randomly, without warning, they just throw out a Flash Challenge that, maybe included the top shooters of particular nights, the top scorers of particular nights, the top blockers of particular nights, the top stealers of particular nights. But it was random. It just sort of happened. You didn't know when it was going to happen. It wasn't a week-to-week thing. Whereas here, we can look ahead. We can check what's going on. Who's playing Thursday night? Who's playing Sunday night? Who's playing Monday night? Is there any particular matchups that are monumental so they may warrant their own special consideration? There's so many different factors in football, you don't really know what to go with. I mean, you can play the odds and go offensive, but that isn't always the case. So I love the challenges, and I think most people do. And even those of you that maybe missed out this week because the Sunday Slate Challenge had a lot of moments required and not everybody had them, people ditched on that. And then Monday night, we got surprised by Dallas Goedert. Came out of nowhere, was the top receiving option. Really shouldn't be the case. That's a very flukish occurrence, but that's football. I've talked about it on previous podcasts, actually. If you've checked out the Pro Sports Podcasters podcast, there's an episode on there that I do with a couple other NFL All Day collectors where we talk about Rumble specifically, but we do bring up the fact that you can't really predict which players are going to have the best games week to week. You can play the odds, but the odds are broken often in NFL football. So, shit happens. I didn't complete the Goddard Challenge, but I was okay because I did complete the Sunday Slate Challenge. So for me, it wasn't a big deal, but like I've said in previous videos on this particular channel, I don't need to get max packs. If I get to reward level 4, I'm thrilled. Reward level 3 is a maybe for me, but at 4, I'm happy. I don't mind paying the cost of entry. And that's something we've been talking about lately too, is the cost of entry, but that'll be for another video. And actually, I got a podcast episode coming out. It'll be later on this week. I think maybe I'm going to release it for Thursday, ahead of the Thursday night games, where I've talked to 3 different NFL collectors and we discuss, the cost of burning and what other options they may be, but the benefits to how NFL All Day has been doing things also. So that's definitely a podcast episode you're going to want to tune into. You're definitely going to want to listen to that one because it's got a lot of information that may make you understand things a little bit better moving forward. And then also right now we've got the initial release of Series 2. There's going to be some Series 2 moments in these reward packs. I like the fact that they're sort of leaking them out slowly, give you a taste of what Series 2 is going to look like. Also give you some additional targets for people who've been on the platform like myself for a long period of time. Something new to target, something new to add to our collections. That's been missing for a little while now, so that's exciting. And it also allows new collectors to be on the same footing as us when it comes to Series 2, which I'm all for anything that helps new collectors get excited, get hyped, and get interested in NFL All Day. Now I'll look at the future. And obviously we've got the Playbook Challenge system, and that's somewhat predictive. We've got Series 2 coming out now. But something they've been doing in the last couple of weeks with these Playbook Challenges is fantastic. And that's they've involved some of the badges already. They've involved Rookie Mint badges this week. Last week they involved debut badges. This is fantastic because it means they're already paying attention to Series 1 value and utility at such an early stage. So that can only be good things for guys like us who've been in this for the very beginning. And then also looking at OTM Rumble and what they've been doing, because they recently put out a questionnaire asking what else can they offer us through OTM Rumble. That's a good sign. We're 2 weeks in, and they want to make it better. Sign me up. That's awesome. I didn't expect them to even consider doing shit until next season. But already they're getting involved. They're asking the community what we'd like to see, what can make it better, what will keep us invested, and whatever answers you came up with, I'm sure are good ones. I'm not a fan of everything they suggested, but if even half of it gets implemented, sign me up. I'm in. That's awesome. So the future of NFL Day looks pretty, right? It looks solid. I'm not worried about my investment in NFL All Day. And then leading up to this, looking back at what they've done, everyone knows they made mistakes. I called them out on a few. But I was actually talking with a couple of guys on our Discord, and if you haven't joined the Pro Sports Podcasters, the PSP Insiders Discord yet, you should join it because we have some of our most interesting and informative conversations on that particular platform. We say as much as we can on Instagram. We say as much as we can on Twitter. And of course, we post articles on the actual website. But when it comes to in the moment, right after it happens, or even before it occurs information, it's all through the Discord, so sign up there. But looking back, what has NFL Day done? They've made mistakes. They fixed them. They've corrected them. They've done something in response to make the community happy. What more can you ask for? People are going to make mistakes. It happens. All we can hope for is that they learn from them and they do better next time, and that's exactly what they've done. So I'm feeling fantastic about how things are going right now. I hope you are too. If this is a platform you're considering joining, do yourself a solid. Do it. Join. You're not going to lose here. You know, everybody keeps looking to the past and what failures Dapper Labs has made on previous platforms. This is a different animal. This is completely different. They're just doing everything they can to succeed here because, like I said from the very beginning, some of my earliest videos when it came to NFL All Day is that the NFL does not lose. They win at everything. And they wouldn't have even considered going into this partnership with Dapper Labs if they didn't see a winning venture on their hands. And it is a winning venture. So get involved. Enjoy the time while you're on it. Make the most of it. Earn, if that's your prerogative. Your goal here is to be an investor and make some money. Do that too. But if you just want to collect, it's got to be one of the best collectibles happening right now. Let me know what you think in the comments. Until next time.